Alright, so today what we're going to end up doing is we're going to set up Batocera on VirtualBox. I had a viewer ask me how to do that, so that's what we're going to do today. And what Batocera is just a image that allows you to play retro video games. So if that sounds good, let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we're going to end up doing is, if you don't have VirtualBox, you go to virtualbox.org. I'm not going to do the install process. I'm just letting you know that this is where you go to download it. You just hit the download button, and then you can click your platform. Like I have them on Windows, so I would click Windows. The next thing that you want to do is we need the Batocera image. So we'll go to the batocera.org, and I'll put these links in below for you guys to have quick access to them. And all we're going to do is we have to get the image. So if we click the image, I use the PC, so I'll just hit download here, and then we'll just wait for that to download, and then I'll show you how to convert the image and get it ready for VirtualBox. Alright, so now that we're downloaded, we'll just go to that folder right here, and this is your file. It's compressed already, so I can just hit extract all, or I can just right click it and hit extract all. Doesn't really matter, just extract the file. And then it's going to give you this right here to extract the file. So we're just going to, I don't need the .image on the end of my folder, so I'm just going to take that out. And then I'm going to hit extract. And then we're going to wait until this file gets extracted, so it shouldn't really take that long. And here it is. We have the file like right here, and it's extracted. Alright, so now that our file is extracted, we got to convert that to a VDI file for VirtualBox to read it. So what we can do is we can go up here and type in CMD, and that brings us up to the command prompt. And I'll blow this up a little bit, and I'm just going to paste in the command right here. And I'll give you a link to the Batocera wiki that shows you how to do this. But if we look at this, this is basically calling your VirtualBox command up here with the .exe file. And then you're going to run the convert dd command. Then you're going to point to the folder where your Batocera image is, and then the second line over here after the space, that's going to be what you're going to convert it to, which is your VDI. So we'll just go ahead and we'll hit enter, and then it's going to start that conversion for you. Now we're done. So if we go back over here, we'll see that the Batocera VDI is in there. Now this is like 3.26 gigs, which is really not big enough for Batocera once the file expands, so we really do want to expand that. So how do we expand that? Well, we expand that by going back to the command prompt, and we're going back to our VBox manage execution file again, but this time we're going to run the command modify HD, and then we're going to put the path to our VDI image right here, and we're just going to resize that up to 20 gigs. And we'll just go ahead and hit enter, and that expands that out. Alright, so now that we got this expanded, we're just going to go over to VirtualBox, just drag this over here, and this part's actually pretty easy. We just hit new, and then for the name, we'll type in Batocera, because this is a Batocera image. Folder, keep it the default ISO image. We're not installing anything, so we don't really need anything there. Windows version, I'm going to keep that the same. And I know people's going to be like, oh, it's a Linux, distro. It is for Batocera, but it doesn't really matter in VirtualBox. It just doesn't. Go down here to the unextended install. Don't need that. Hardware, I like to change this, and this is like if I put Linux like up there and before with the name and operating system, it actually gives me less RAM. But Windows keeps it at 496, and yes, I know that I can adjust this. Processors, I'm going to put down 4 right there, and then I'm going to jump down here to hard disk. Well, we're not going to create a new hard disk because we already have the image. So we're going to go down here and use existing image, and this is my Batocera image. If you're not showing up, just click this folder here. You'll hit the add, and by default it looks into your VirtualBox VMs, but for me, mine was in my downloads, and then I just select that, and then I can open that up, and then it brings me up here. So that's the one I want, so I'm just going to choose it, and I'm going to hit finish. And then, from there, what's going to happen is we're going to power it on for the first time. Just double click it. And then what's going to happen, it's going to show up and it's going to give you like a screen, and you're just going to have to wait a second, and it says it's failed. All you got to do is just hit OK, and then you have to wait your 10 seconds, or you can just hit any key. So I hit any key, continue to boot, and then it takes me back in there again. I hit OK, and it gets failed to load image, which is fine. Hit OK, hit OK, hit continue to boot, and then you do this a couple of times, and then it's going to say it's failed to boot, which is fine. You just hit cancel, okay? Because you only have to do this once. And the reason it's doing it is because we have the EFI, set up. And I go down here to Device Manager, and I click on, let's see what I want to do here. Device Manager, that's right. And then go to Secure Boot Configuration, and then current boot enabled, attempt, standard. What we want to do is we want to reset the secure boot keys. Okay, so this will enable us to keep using the secure boot, but it'll refresh the keys for which just boot straight into the program. So I just hit enter, and I hit yes, and then I'll just hit escape and go back, escape to exit, and then hit reset, and then this will reboot it. Press any key to stop the system reset. We don't do that. And then we'll just sit here and wait, and then what's going to happen now is we're going to boot directly into Batocera, and there we are. Alright, so now that we're in Batocera, what we need to do is we need to set up our controller. So if we go up here to Devices, and we go down here to USB, we can sit there and do the Microsoft controller, and we click on that. I have a Microsoft controller. You might have a different controller, but when you go up here to Devices and USB again, you'll have your different devices up here. You can select that you want to pass through. My Microsoft controllers pass through because I got a checkbox. So now what that means is I have my controller, and I can sit there and move around the screen and navigate by hitting the buttons on this. So we do have that set up. The next thing somebody asked me is like, well, how do you get full screen in there? Well, if I go up here to view, most people hit full screen, and it's like, oh, well, my screen box is still small. It's not what they want. Same thing with scale mode, adjust, all these different options down here. What you want to do is just go down here to your virtual screen, and this is the one that you want to resize. So if I wanted like 1280 by 800, for example, I can just click on that, and then that's going to resize my screen up there. Now let me go over here and exit out of that just so we can have more window space. Now we have it up here. It's not quite full screen, but if you want it, just go down here again. Go down, and like mine's 1920 by 1080 for my monitor size, so I'll just click on that, and that's going to give me full screen. So all you got to do is really adjust your screen settings to whatever your monitor setting is, and then you'll have like a full screen box up there. Now, if I want to go up here to go to my view and hit the full screen mode to get rid of some of the VirtualBox information, we can do that. So if I want to click that, I can switch, and now I'm in that true full screen mode with my full real estate for my monitor. And that's pretty much it. Now, if you guys want me to show you how to set this up in an Unraid virtual machine, let me know and I can shoot a video for that. But if not, I'll catch you guys next time.